Good morning, this is Marks from the Bible in 1 year. Today we're going to look at Genesis 29. Genesis 29 continues the story of Jacob, the son of Isaac and grandson of Abraham, as he journeys to Haran to find a wife among his relatives. Verse 1 to 14, we see Jacob meets Rachel. Jacob arrives at a well near Haran and meets Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his uncle. He helps to roll away the stone from the well and waters the flock. Jacob is overcome with emotion and kisses Rachel and weeps. We also see that Laban welcomes Jacob into his household. Verse 15 to 20, we see Jacob agrees to work for Rachel. Laban then offers Jacob wages, and Jacob, deeply in love with Rachel, offers to work for 7 years to marry her. The years seemed like only a few days because of his love for her. After 7 years of labor, Laban tricks Jacob by giving him his older daughter Leah instead of Rachel on the wedding night. It was the cultural custom required that the older daughter marry first. Jacob then confronts Laban, who offers Rachel in exchange for another 7 years of work, and Jacob agrees. In verses 31 to 35, we see that Leah is unloved, and God opens her womb while Rachel's remain barren. Leah gives birth to Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. With each child, Leah expresses her longing for her husband's love, but by the birth of Judah, her focus shifts toward praising the Lord. When we look at Genesis 29, there are 4 major themes. Firstly, deception and consequences. Jacob, who once deceived his father Isaac to steal Esau's blessing, is now deceived by Laban. There is a clear principle of sowing and reaping. We also see that Jacob's preference for Rachel over Leah creates tension and emotional pain. God sees Leah's rejection and blesses her with children. Remarkably, Judah, through whom the Messiah would come, is born to Leah. And lastly, we see God's sovereignty in imperfect situations. Even though deception, rivalry, and human weakness, God continues his covenant plan that began with Abram. So how do we apply Genesis 29 in our lives today? We often reap what we sow. Jacob deceived and was deceived. Our actions have consequences. We should live with integrity. Dishonesty eventually will return to us. Leah felt unwanted, yet God saw her pain. When we feel overlooked, remember God sees you. Your worth is not defined by others' affection. The next point happens ever so often. Love can blind us. Jacob's deep love for Rachel may have clouded his discernment. Emotions are powerful, but decisions should also involve wisdom and discernment. Make wise choices. This chapter is full of manipulation, favoritism, and hurt. Yet God's covenant plan moves forward. Your imperfect circumstances do not stop God's purposes. He can redeem broken situations. Leah's first 3 sons reflect her love and desire for Jacob. But after the birth of Judah, she said, "Now I will praise the Lord." Our true peace comes when our identity shifts from human approval to worship and trust in God. Genesis 29 teaches us that even in seasons of disappointment and rejection, God remains faithful, working quietly through our broken plans to accomplish His perfect purposes. Have a blessed day.